It's Wednesday, March 14th at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm out on a bike ride because it's 15 degrees centigrade. Just a gorgeous afternoon with little wind. And I've just stopped by Depot Lake's conservation area to take a look at the lake to see if it's open. And yes, for the most part it is. There are still some icy bays by the looks of it, but for the most part the open water of the main lake seems to be open. So it probably won't be too long before I can get up here and go canoeing. And here's the view at Depot Lakes. Second Lake Road is in pretty good condition so far. It's not wet, it's a bit damp in places, but it's a hard packed dirt. It's not soft or squishy, and there's not a huge amount of gravel on the surface in most places. So, Second Lake Road is better than I thought it might be. It's largely hard packed dirt, scattered gravel. The gravel isn't very thick. You're basically still riding on the dirt for the most part. They haven't recently scraped it up. And there's just a few damper sections where there's actually moisture. For the most part, it's dry or just damp. So it's pretty good, better than I thought it would be. Here's some chorus frogs singing. I've heard them first a few days ago, and I've also heard spring peepers now for over a week. It's 2:12 and I'm down here at the north end of Camden Lake where the river comes out, flows north here. I decided to go on this longer route because it's so nice out today. I probably should have went back on Bell Rock Road or simply traced the same route back to make about a 40-kilometer ride. This one's probably going to be about 55. This being just my third ride of the year and the first two were only 16 kilometers each, this is probably going to be a bit long. I probably should have opted for a 40-kilometer ride or so. This one's going to be 55, I think. I'll check it. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's probably pushing it a bit. Well, when I started out today, there didn't seem to be any wind at all, but not long after I started, I realized there was a fairly stiff little southwest wind. I've been fighting it basically all the way, and now I'm heading east, so it's behind my back, so that's a nice change. Much easier. Not that it was a horrible headwind, but just enough to slow you down a few kilometers an hour. Lots of garbage in the ditch along German Road here, especially through the forested, swampy areas. Just cruising along Petworth Road here. North on Wolf Swamp Road, heading towards Boyce Road. And then we'll take Boyce Road east over to the KMP Trail. And for our first ride up the KMP Trail this year, I think it'll be mostly clear. Okay, 3:15 and just on the KMP Trail at Hartington, heading north. The day continues beautiful. It's been a very nice ride. I must admit I'm not feeling like I'm in the greatest riding shape at all, but I feel pretty good. Just about a half hour now to go. Trail's pretty good, a little moist here and there, but not bad. Not bad at all. Even through the rock cut, the trail's pretty good. It's a little moist, but not bad at all. Good and stiff. I'm not sinking into it or anything. A little bit of snow lingering here, but not affecting the trail really. Well, 3:50 and I'm back on the homestead. That was a long ride and a slow ride because I was doing all the video and photography. Normally I think that ride takes about 2.5 hours, but today I took over 3 hours. So that's what happens when you're doing other things. Anyhow, a very nice ride, nice to get out. I wouldn't have wanted to go much further. I'm not quite in the shape yet, but feel pretty good. And hard not to enjoy a day like that.